Well, it's been a long regular season, especially for me being a Bears fan, and we've reached that point the last week, week 17 of the 2014 NFL season. So, one more time, I'm going to give you my weekly regular season picks. How did I do in week 16? 10 and 6. Okay, but definitely, as some might point out, wouldn't probably win any pools. You know, it's about consistency, but not necessarily a lot of greatness with my picks in 2014. My biggest win of the week has to be picking Cincinnati over Denver on Monday night. That one is a feather in my cap. Some of the other picks, like I said, not so much. That brought my season record up to 149 and 91. Hopefully, I can end week 17 on a big note. So let me give you my picks right now. I'm going to take the Vikings over the Bears. I'll take the Colts over the Titans in a matchup with potential playoff implications in the AFC. I'll take the Chargers on the road to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they've got a little bit more. I think they are a better team, and therefore will beat the Chiefs, get a little revenge from what happened earlier in the season when the Chiefs beat the Chargers in San Diego. I will take the Jets over Miami because that would be just like the Jets when they have a top five pick locked up and in place to win their last game of the season to send Rex Ryan out on a winning note. I will take the Patriots over the Bills, even though the Patriots have already clinched home field advantage throughout. They're a superior team to the Bills, and I expect them to win. I will take the Eagles over the Giants, but I don't necessarily feel good about doing that because the Giants have been playing some decent football, especially on the offensive side lately. I'll take the Saints over the Buccaneers. I will take the Cowboys over the Redskins, even though this is a potential trap game for the Cowboys. Because the Redskins have already beaten them once this year, the Cowboys could be feeling really good about themselves because they've clinched a playoff spot. They've clinched a home game in the playoffs by winning their division, being where they're at right now in 11 and 4. This is the perfect type of trap game for the Cowboys. However, I will give them credit. They've had a really good season. They're 3 and 0 in the month of December. So it would seem only right a team that for so many years has struggled behind Tony Romo and Jason Garrett to win in December now can't lose in December in 2014. I expect them to go 4 0 in December this year. I will take the Baltimore Ravens over the Cleveland Browns. I will take the Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll take the Broncos over the Raiders. I'll take the Seahawks over the St. Louis Rams. And then we kind of get to the big money. Well, no, I got to take the 49ers over the Cardinals for whatever reason. I know not why. Maybe they want to send Jim Harbaugh out on a winning note. And the fact that the Cardinals have a third string quarterback, whether it's Lindley or Thomas, doesn't matter. They're both really third stringers. You'd think the 49ers have to be able to win that fucking game if nothing else. Now we get to the three games that really truly matter above all else. Three games with major playoff implications because they're three games where the fate of the divisional title is in the balance. That is Carolina taking on Atlanta, Detroit taking on Green Bay, and Cincinnati taking on Pittsburgh. I'll go to the NFC South first. I look at the Falcons and I look at the Panthers, and the funny thing is, even though neither team will finish this season with a winning record, I look at the Atlanta Falcons. I say, you know what? If they got into the playoffs with some of the firepower they have on offense, they are a team similar to the 2010 Seahawks, who managed to win a playoff game after having a 7-9 record and winning the NFC West and almost winning a second one over my Chicago Bears. The Falcons could be the team that could get into the playoffs and cause a little bit of problems and maybe even win a playoff game and surprise some people. But then I look at the Carolina Panthers, who during their existence as a franchise has the best record in December throughout the entire NFL. They always seem to play great late in the year. They've been doing it again this year at a time where they really needed to. So a lot of the momentum seems to point the Carolina Panthers' way. So, of course, me being a dumbass, I'm going to pick the Atlanta Falcons in this matchup. I've stuck with the Falcons all year as my pick to win the NFC South. They were my pick before the season started. I'm not going to get off of that bandwagon now, so I'll take the Falcons over the Panthers. I'm going to take the Packers over the Lions because even though the Lions are really good defensively, the Packers, I think, are the better overall team, and they most certainly can score more points than the Detroit Lions can. Now you also factor in the Lambeau factor and the fact that the Lions haven't won at Lambeau in over 20 years. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers over Matthew Stafford. I'm going to take the Packers to win the NFC North again for the, fourth year in a row. And then we get to the Sunday night matchup. It was interesting that this was the matchup that was chosen to be the flex matchup into that Sunday night slot. But it is what it is. It's the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Steelers housed the Bengals in Cincinnati a few weeks ago. They exploded on them in the fourth quarter. This is a game that could really go either way. You know, this is a Pittsburgh team that's playing well at the right time. And this is a Bengals team that one week looks like world beaters, like they dominated the Broncos on Monday night, frankly. I mean, they made Peyton Manning look bad, but then other weeks they lose really bad games. So it's hard for me to determine where I'm going to go. Again, I'm going to kind of go based off of my pick from before the season. I've felt all year that at the end of the day, the Bengals, when right, are the best team in the AFC North, and I'm going to stand behind that. I was really impressed by what they were able to do against the Broncos on Monday night, even though they're coming off of a short week. I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals to win the AFC North and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night. Those are my picks for this week. You're welcome to pick against me. Let me know what you think and what you expect to see out of Week 17 of this 2014 NFL season.